Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Sakshadaditena samasta sastri Yuktastata bhavyate vasadvi. Kintu Prabhu yadiyaiva tasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Yasha Prasada Bhagavat Prasada Yasha Prasada Nanagati Katopi. Dayastutvam stasya yasasti sandam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paskatya Desatarine. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Gaura Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bola Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bola Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Bola Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gora Hari Bol, Nita Gora Hari Bol, Nita Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gora Hari Bol, Nita Gora Hari Bol. Tagore Premanandi Ki Jai. Jayom Vishnupad Paramansa Parvajagachasta Satarishi Sri Shrimadi's Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahansa Parvajagachasta Satarishi Sri Shrimadi's Divine Grace Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Shikoho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Dvaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Samakunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Ganga Maya Ki Jai. Jamuna Maya Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhaktavinda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Guranga, all glories to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, Patita Pavani Ki Jai.
Namaste Narashinhaya. Prahlada Lada Daine. Hiranya Kashi Purvakshaha. Shiladankana Kalaye. Ito Nashingho Parato Nashingho. Yato Yato Yamitato Nashingho. Bahir Nashingho, Hridaye Nashingho. Narshingha Mardim Sharanam Prapadye. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Singham Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tano Bringam Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha Lakshmi Narasingha Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha Jaya Narsingha Dev Jaya Narsingha Dev Narsingha Dev Jaya Narsingha Dev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki jai Prahlad Maharaj ki jai Go Premanandi
Radha Krishna Seva Bhava Abhilasi Namo Namaha He tomara saranaloy tada vanchapurna hoy Ipakari koratare Vrindavanamasi Namo Namaha Morae Abilas Vilas je Dio va. Nayane Divasada Yugala Ruparase Hare Hare Namo Namaha Nivedena Dara Sakiranugata Koro Seva Adhikara Diye Guru Nijadasi Bolo Namo Namaha Dina Krishna Dase Koi Hey Namo Rahoy Shirada Govinda Preme Sada Yena Basi Shirada Govinda Preme Sada Yena Basi Yanikani Chapapani Pramahatya Dikani Cha Tanitani Pranishanti Pradikshana Pade Pade Yanikani Yanikani Chapapani Brahmahatyadikani Cha Tani Tani Pranishanti Padikshana Pade Pade Yanikani Chapapani Brahmahatyadikani Cha Tani Tani Pranishanti Pradikshana Pade Pade Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Tulsi Devi Jaya Tulsi Devi Jaya Tulsi Devi Jaya Tulsi Devi Tulsi Devi Maharani ki jai. Vrindaye Tulsi Devai Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Prati Devi Satyavratai Namo Namaha. Vrindaye Tulsi Devai Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Prati Devi Satyavratai Namo Namaha. Vrindaye Tulsi Devai Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Vishnu Bhakti Prati Devi Satyavratai Namo Namaha. Vrindaye Tulsi Devi Maharani ki jai. Vrinda Devi ki jai. Gaur Premanandi Haribo. O Tulasi, beloved of Krishna, I bow before you again and again. My desire is to obtain the service of Shri Radha and Krishna. Whoever takes shelter of you has his wishes fulfilled. Bestowing your mercy upon him, you make him a resident of Vrindavan. My desire is that you also grant me residence in the pleasure groves of Shri Vrindavan Adam. Thus, within my vision, I'll always behold the beautiful pastimes of Radha and Krishna. I beg you to make me a follower of the cowherd damsels of Raja. Please give me the privilege of devotional service and make me your own maidservant. This very fallen and lowly servant of Krishna prays may always swim in love for Shri Radha and Govinda. Tulsi Devi Maharani ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Siksastakam ki jai. Cheto Darpanam Arjanam Bhavamaha Tavagni Nirvapanam Shera Kairavya Chandrika Vitaranam Vidya Vaduhu Jivanam Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipurnam Purnam Ritasvadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Nam Nam Kari Bauda Nija Sarva Saktis Tatrapita Niyamitak Smarani Nakala Etadrisi Tavakriba Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaivam Jasi Samihajani Nanuraga Chinada Pisini Chena Taruna Pisa Hisnana Amanina Mahanina Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Chaitanya Siksastakam ki jai. Glory to the Shri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. The Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to the living beings. And thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a holy state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw on the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth. O Son of Maharaj, Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor. Yet somehow or other I have fallen into this ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love, flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs in my body stand on end at the recitation of your holy name? O Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain. I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so, even if he handles me roughly by his embrace, or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is my worshipful Lord unconditionally. Shri Chaitanya Shiksastakam Ki Jai. There are 10 offenses in the matter of chanting the holy names of the Lord that should be avoided, and they are as follows. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who dedicated their lives to propagating the holy names of the Lord. 2. To consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent names of Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature in pursuance of the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna as imagination. 6. To give some interpretation on the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of chanting the holy name of the Lord. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as karma kanda, fruit of acting. 9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy names and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions in this matter. It is also an offense to be an attentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must carefully guard against these 10 offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema. Now let us offer a most humble obeisance unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They are just like desire trees that can fulfill the desires of everyone, and they are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vanchakalpa tarabhyascha kripa sindarbhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Vaishnava Thakur Ki Jai. Srimad Bhagavatam Grantaraj Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadyasya Yato Nivayad Itaratas Chartesu Avigyaswarat. Tene Brahma Hidaya Adikavaye Muyantiyat Surayaha. Tejo Varimidam Yata Vinimaya Yatra Trisargo Mesha. Damna Srena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi. O my Lord, Shri Krishna, son of Vasudeva, O all-pervading personality Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Lord Shri Krishna because he is the absolute truth and the primeval cause of all causes, of the creation, sustenance, and destruction of the manifested universes. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations. And he is independent because there is no other cause beyond him. It is he only who first imparted the Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahmaji. The original living being, By him, even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion. As one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen on fire or land seen on water. Only because of him do the material universes, temporarily manifested by the reactions of the three modes of nature, appear factual, although they are unreal. I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Sri Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode, which is forever free from the illusory representations of the material world. I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth. Dharma projita kaitravotra paramo nimatsaranam satam vedyam vastavam atra vastu shivadam tapatrayon mulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kim va parir Ishwaraha Sadyo Hridya Avarudyate Tra Krite Bihi Susu Sabisdakshanat. Completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated. This Bhagavata Purana propounds the highest truth, which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. The highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all. Such truth uproots the threefold miseries. This a beautiful Bhagavatam, compiled by the great sage Vyasadeva in his maturity, is sufficient in itself for God realization. What is the need of any other scripture? As soon as one attentively and submissively hears the message of Bhagavatam, by this culture of knowledge, the Supreme Lord is established within his heart. Nigama kalpatarur galitam phalam sukumukad amrita dravya samyutam pibata bhagavatam rasam alayam mohor ahorasika bhuvibhavukaha. O expert and thoughtful men, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature fruit of the desire tree of Vedic literatures. It emanated from the lips of Sri Sukadeva Goswami. Therefore, this fruit has become even more tasteful, even though its nectarian juice was already relishable for all, including liberated souls. Shinvatam Sakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hridyantaksto Abhadrani Vidunati Srihitsatam. To hear about Krishna from Vedic literatures, or to hear from him directly through the Bhagavad Gita, is itself righteous activity. And for one who hears about Krishna, Lord Krishna, who is dwelling in everyone's heart, acts as a best-wishing friend and purifies the devotee who constantly engages in hearing of him. In this way, a devotee naturally develops his dormant transcendental knowledge. As he hears more about Krishna from the Bhagavatam and from the devotees, he becomes fixed in devotional service of the Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 12, verse number 23. Pita Maha Sama Samye Prashade Girishopama Ashraya Sarvabhutanam Yata Devo Ramashraya. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. This child will be like his grandfather Yudhisthira, or Brahma, in equanimity of mind. He will be munificent like the Lord of the Kailasha hill, Shiva. And he will be the resort of everyone, like the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, who is even the shelter of the goddess of fortune. Well, resort means the resting place. It's not like a resort you go to for a vacation. It's a resting place. Purport by His Divine Grace. Mental equanimity refers both to Maharaj Yudhisthira and to Brahma, the grandfather of all living beings. According to Sridhara Swami, the grandfather referred to is Brahma, but according to Vishwanath Chakravarti, the grandfather is Maharaj Yudhisthira himself. But in both cases, the comparison is equally good because both of them are recognized representatives of the Supreme Lord, and thus both of them have to maintain mental equanimity. Mental equanimity means you're never disturbed. You always have an equally balanced mind in all circumstances, in happiness or distress. And both of them have to maintain mental equanimity, being engaged in welfare work for living beings. For the living being. Any responsible executive agent at the top of administration has to tolerate different types of onslaughts from the very persons for whom he works. Means people bite the hand that feeds them. That's this is a saying in English, don't bite the hand that feeds you. But for administrators, oftentimes, the people bite the hands that feed them. Brahmaji was criticized even by the gopis, the highest perfectional devotees of the Lord. The gopis were dissatisfied with the work of Brahmaji because Lord Brahma, as creator of this particular universe, created eyelids which obstructed their seeing Lord Krishna. Yeah, the devotees, the gopis always wanted to see Krishna, but they said, this Brahma, he doesn't know how to create things properly. He made these eyelids, so you have to keep closing your eyelids, and it obstructs you from seeing Krishna. They could not tolerate a moment's blinking of the eyes, for it kept them from seeing their beloved Lord Krishna. So what to speak of others who are naturally very critical of every action of a responsible man? Similarly, Maharaj Yudhisthira had to cross over many difficult situations created by his enemies, and he proved to be most perfect maintainer of mental equanimity in all critical situations. Very important point. All critical circumstances. Therefore, the example of both grandfathers for maintaining equanimity of mind is quite fitting. Lord Shiva is a celebrated demigod who awards gifts to beggars. His name is therefore Asutosha, or one who is pleased very easily. He is also called Bhutanata, or the Lord of the common folk, who are mainly attached to him because of his munificent gifts, even without consideration of the after effects. Yeah, because when you receive material benedictions, you get more entangled in material life. That's why Prabhupada says it's better to be poor, because poor people are more dependent on Krishna, because they're always feeling some difficulty in material life. If you're rich, you feel, nothing can bother me. I have so much money in the bank. So they're not so dependent on Krishna. Therefore, the example of both grandfathers for maintaining... Ravana was very attached to Lord Shiva, and by easily pleasing him, Ravana became so powerful that he wanted to challenge the authority of Lord Rama. This is why demons like to worship Lord Shiva, because he easily confers upon them material benedictions, and they think this is the real goal of life, these material benedictions. And then it goes to their head, just like Rikasura. He received a benediction from Lord Shiva, that any person he touched with his finger, their head would explode into 1,000 pieces. So what does he do? As soon as he gets the benediction, he tries to touch the head of Shiva. Why? Because he was lusting after Shiva's wife, Parvati. So Shiva had to run away, and eventually Krishna saved Shiva from Rikasura by tricking him to touch his own head, and his head burst into 1,000 pieces. So, of course, Ravana was never helped by Lord Shiva when he fought with Rama, the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the Lord of Lord Shiva. To Rikasura, there it is, Lord Shiva awarded a benediction which was not only awkward, but also disturbing. Rikasura became empowered by the grace of Lord Shiva to vanquish? Should be vanquish. Anyway, vanish means make disappear. Vanish anyone's head simply by touching it. Although this was awarded by Lord Shiva, the cunning fellow wanted to make an experiment of the power by touching the head of Lord Shiva. Thus the Lord had to take shelter of Vishnu to save himself from trouble. And the Lord Vishnu, by his illusory potency, asked Rikasura to make an experiment with his own head. The fellow did it and was finished himself. And so the world was saved from all sorts of trouble by a cunning beggar of the demigods. The excellent point is that Lord Shiva never denies anyone any sort of gift. He is therefore the most generous, although sometimes some kind of mistake is made. Rama means the god. Rama means the goddess of fortune, and her shelter is Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu is the maintainer of all living beings. There are innumerable living beings, not only on the surface of the planet, but also in other hundreds of thousands of planets. All of them are provided with all necessities of life and the progressive march toward the end of self-realization. But on the path of sense gratification, they are put into difficulty by the agency of Maya, the illusory energy, and so travel the path of a false plan of economic development. Trump should hear this. He should hear this. Such economic development is never successful because it is illusory. These men are always after the mercy of the illusory goddess of fortune, but they do not know that the goddess of fortune can live only under the protection of Vishnu. So this is the problem with the Hindus. The Hindus always worship Lakshmi alone, without Narayana. Therefore, their wealth remains chanchal, uncertain. It's always wavering. It's always subject to unforeseen conditions. Without Vishnu, the goddess of fortune is an illusion. There it is. So all these great pundits, they're doing, Lakshmi Sahasranama Sutram, and they're doing Lakshmi Puja, but never with Narayana. Always she's alone. So you see, there are many things that modern pundits are doing wrong. But who's going to correct them? They say, no, this is traditional. We've been doing this for, hundreds of millions of years. It's not traditional at all. It's fictional. It's not traditional at all. They've made these things up. We should therefore seek the protection of Vishnu instead of directly seeking the protection of the goddess of fortune. Only Vishnu and the devotees of Vishnu can give protection to all. And because Maharaj Parikshit was himself protected by Vishnu, it was quite possible for him to give complete protection to all who wanted to live under his rule. So sometimes people say, "Oh, Prabhu, give me your blessings." I said, well, the real blessing is chanting Hare Krishna. No, we want your blessings. So the real blessing is to chant Hare Krishna. And we're giving that to everyone. And Prabhupada has given it to everyone. Lord Chaitanya has given it to everyone. But people think, I want to get a special blessing from this person or that person. Well, yes, the blessing is chant Hare Krishna. Okay, so there are a lot of important points in this purport, but I think one that is most telling is if we cannot differentiate between engaging in devotional service as opposed to engaging in economic development, we will become bewildered in life. If we think that our salvation is economic development, we'll only be met with difficulties. Our salvation is taking shelter at Krishna's lotus feet. It says, Purusha saparakparta bhakta labhyas tvananyaya yasyantak stani bhutani yena sarvam idam tatam. It's a very nice verse, 8th chapter, 22nd verse, which says, Purusha saparakparta. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he's greater than all other living entities and all other beings, all other demigods, so forth. And Bhaktya Labhyas Tvananyaya is only attainable by pure devotional service. Bhaktya Labhyas Tvananyaya. Yasyantak stani bhutani. Not only that, although he is present in his transcendental abode, Yena Sarvam Idam Tatam, he's also situated in everything. And on top of all that, everything is contained in him. So this is a very important verse because it explains the mutually contradictory qualities of Krishna. And this is why mundane people can't understand Krishna, because they can't handle or they can't accept the fact that he has mutually contradictory qualities. Because they can't have mutually contradictory qualities, therefore they say that Krishna can't have it. But it's not a fact. Krishna has mutually contradictory qualities. And what does that mean? That means that although he's situated always in the spiritual world, at the same time, he pervades everything. That means he's present in every atom and in the heart of every living entity in all the different universes. There's not one universe. There are millions of universes like the one we're living in. And there are billions and billions of living entities. If you count human beings, and then you count animals, and then you count insects, then you count aquatics, and you count plants, these are all living entities, and there are untold number of them, trillions and trillions of them. And Krishna is present in the heart of everyone. So one time a devotee challenged Prabhupada. He said, "Oh, but a worm doesn't have a heart, and a germ doesn't have a heart." And Prabhupada said, "How do you know?" He said, "Well, the scientists say it." He said, "They know nothing." The greatest scientist, Krishna, says, Ishvara sarvabhutanam hriday se rajuna tistati. Brahmayan yantarudrani, Brahmayan sarvabhutani yantarudrani maya. He says, Ishvara sarvabhutanam hriday se rajuna tistati. I'm the Supreme Personality of Godhead of all living entities, and I'm situated in the heart of every living entity. So Prabhupada says, who's a greater scientist, Krishna or your petty scientists who say there's no heart in the worm or the germ? They can't see anything. What can they see? So the devotee thought he was going to catch Prabhupada because he says, well, the biologists say there's no heart in a worm, and a worm doesn't have a circulatory system. So Prabhupada challenged, he threw it right back at him. So who's the real scientist, Krishna or you're a petty scientist? And Krishna says, Ishvara sarva bhutanam hridaya, or he says, sarva shichaham hridi sanivisto. He said, I am in the heart of every living entity. 15:15. Okay, so this verse, it says, it is here clearly stated that the supreme destination, this is the verse from Bhagavad Gita I quoted, 8:22, from which there is no return, is the abode of Krishna, the Supreme Person. The Brahma Samhita describes this supreme abode as Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, a place where everything is full of spiritual bliss. All the variegatedness manifest there is of the quality of spiritual bliss. Nothing there is material. So this is a point that I discussed at length in Saturday morning class. It was Sunday morning class with the kids. Kids means anyone from 0 to 100. And the point is that if you have real knowledge, you're happy. And if you just have mundane knowledge, you're not happy. So the proof that one has real knowledge is they're always happy, and they have this equanimity of mind, they're never disturbed in any situation, and they're always thinking of doing good for others. That means you have real knowledge. But if you have a vengeful nature, if you get angry, if you're argumentative, if you're spiteful and so forth, that means you might be a PhD 10 times over, but you don't have real knowledge. Because the mark, the symbol of real knowledge is genuine happiness and self-satisfaction. One is satisfied by acquired knowledge and realization. There's a statement like that in the 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna, Prabhupada explains that the devotee is satisfied by acquired knowledge and realization, not satisfied by acquired wealth and sense gratification. Let me see where that verse is, because it's a very important verse, and then we'll stop. Okay, 1 second. K-N-O. That is 6th chapter, 8th verse, sorry. 6th chapter, 8th verse says, chapter verse says, Jnana Vijnana Triptatma Kutasto Vichitendriya Yukta Iti Uchyate Yogi Samalostrasma Kanchana. A person is said to be established in self-realization and is called a yogi or mystic when is fully satisfied by virtue of acquired knowledge and realization. Such a person is situated in transcendence and is self-controlled. He sees everything, whether it be pebbles, stones, or gold, as the same. And Prabhupada explains here, book knowledge without realization of supreme truth is useless. This is stated as follows: Atakshi Krishnanama adi nabhavid graham indriyai sevan mukhehi jiva dos swayam eva spurat yata. No one can understand the transcendental nature of the name, form, quality, and pastimes of Sri Krishna through his materially contaminated senses. Only when one becomes spiritually saturated by transcendental service to the Lord are the transcendental name, form, quality, and pastimes of the Lord revealed to him. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1-234. This Bhagavad Gita is the science of Krishna consciousness. No one can become Krishna conscious simply by mundane scholarship. One must be fortunate enough to associate with a person who is in pure consciousness. A Krishna conscious person has realized knowledge by the grace of Krishna because he is satisfied with pure devotional service. By realized knowledge, one becomes perfect. By transcendental knowledge, one can remain steady in his convictions. But by mere academic knowledge, one can be easily deluded and confused by apparent contradictions. It is the realized soul who is actually self-controlled because he is surrendered to Krishna. He is transcendental because he has nothing to do with mundane scholarship. For him, mundane scholarship and mental speculation, which may be as good as gold to others, are of no greater value than pebbles or stone. It's a very important verse. Jnana vijnana tritatma kutasto vijitendriya yukta iti uchite yogi samalostrasma kanchana. Very, very important verse. Therefore, unless we're constantly happy and undisturbed by any condition in the material world, we do not have real knowledge or realization. Srila Prabhupada Patita Pavana Ki Jai. Go to Premanandi. Hari Bol, Hari Bol.